Hello guys, I hope you are doing good, and guys, welcome back to our channel. So my friends, if you have seen the CRS draws which are getting conducted these days, you would have observed a peculiar pattern, and you would have observed that only the PNP and the Canadian experience class candidates are getting invitations. The normal federal skilled worker and federal skilled trades are not getting invited at all. So guys, in this video we'll be looking at different reasons why this is happening and why only PNP and Canadian experience class candidates are getting invitations. We'll all find out in this particular video. So guys, without any further ado, let's jump straight into the topic. So guys, let me tell you that all the points that I'll be mentioning in this video are my own personal opinion, and all the facts and figures that I could find about Canadian immigration from internet, I have used that in my video to make conclusions. The last all program draws was conducted on 4th of March 2020, and the lowest CRS score was 471, and from that day till yesterday approximately 12 draws has been conducted by IRCC, and all of them has been for PNP or Canadian experience class only. Guys, as we all know that IRCC conducts these draws every alternate Wednesday, so approximately once in every 15 days they'll conduct a draw. But guys, in the last 11-12 weeks, IRCC has been conducting ad hoc draws, so approximately one draw per week is the average of last 3 months, and all of them has been for either PNP or Canadian experience class candidates only. My friends, one of the reasons that the draws are getting conducted only for PNP or CEC candidates could be COVID-19. Guys, it's not a major rocket science that because of COVID-19 there has been a lot of unemployment all over the world. A lot of businesses has got affected, and there is literally no one who has been directly or indirectly being suffered because of this pandemic. Guys, if I talk about Canadian unemployment rate, it usually used to be in the range of 5% to 6% over the last 2-3 years. However, in recent times, the statistics of April 2020 shows that Canadian unemployment rate is standing at 13%. This is more than double of what it used to be in Canada before. So guys, this is a very alarming rate, and getting more people into Canada means there would be more unemployment and more people would be relying on the government benefits. Guys, this could be one of the main reasons that Canada is not allowing all program draws and are allowing only certain PNPs and Canadian experience class candidates. And guys, it makes perfect sense because the PNP guys are targeted for a specific province. Say for example, if a person is getting entry into Canada because of express entry programs, federal skilled worker program, then he has a choice to settle anywhere in Canada, and the most obvious choice would be either Toronto or Vancouver. And guys, these areas are getting literally overpopulated. But if a person is getting PNP from say Prince Edward Island or say maybe Manitoba, then as per the PNP norms, the person has to go in that province and settle there for a period of maybe 1 or 2 years. So guys, this is one way by which individual provinces are boosting their economy, their workforce, by inviting only skilled workers into their program. And guys, one differentiating factor between express entry and PNP is that PNPs are specifically targeted for a certain profession or a certain skill set. In case of your express entries, federal skilled worker or federal skilled trade, if the CRS draw is at 470, then all the people who have got score above 470, irrespective of what profession they are into, they will be given invitation to apply for permanent residence, correct? However, in case of a PNP, you will be getting an invitation only if you are in a profession which is in demand in that particular province, right? So this is one differentiating factor, and I would say express entry is more or less like a point-based system, and PNP is more or less like a specific directed immigration program for a specific profession. Now coming to the Canadian experience class guys. These candidates are those who have either worked in Canada in the past or are currently working in Canada on a work permit. They may have driving license, they may have health card, they definitely have SIN number with them, and they may be paying taxes in Canada. So basically the point is they have some kind of Canadian history with them. They are contributing to the Canadian society in some way or the other. I don't know the nitty-gritty of what the visa officer has to go through when he is processing an application, but I am definitely sure that whenever he is processing something of a Canadian experience class guy, he is already familiar with many of the documents which is in front of him. So this would reduce the effort on his part to try to interpret all the documents, and I am of the opinion that it would ease off the burden in processing the document of a Canadian experience class guy as compared to a normal federal skilled worker guy. So and in the light of this pandemic, I think they are targeting only those people who are readily available in the job market to work or are currently working in Canada and trying to help revive the Canadian economy. So guys, as we know that only PNP candidates and Canadian experience class candidates are now being considered for applying for Canadian permanent residence, and it makes perfect sense because of number one, as I already mentioned, the unemployment rate is too high in Canada for now, and adding more foreign workers in Canadian employment market would mean there would be many unemployed people, and it would be a big burden on the Canadian government also in order to give them benefits. Number two, assume that everything is perfectly fine all over the world and there is no lockdown, nothing as such, and you get an invitation to apply for Canadian PR. So once you get the ITA, you are given 60 days to apply, to collect all your documents and submit to IRCC in order to apply for your Canadian PR. However, in this pandemic situation, there is lockdown in almost every major city, every country of the world, and if you get an invitation, do you think 60 days would be enough for you to collect all your documents and apply for Canadian PR? Say for example, you are not able to get your medicals done, you are not able to get your police clearance certificates, you are not able to contact your previous employers to get your salary slips, reference letters, and all other things. So basically you would be contacting IRCC either by call center or by the web form, the case specific inquiry web form, and asking them for extension. And guys, it would be a very big hassle to entertain all these requests and give extension to each and every individual, because there would be a lot of follow-ups happening, and guys, there would be a lot of paperwork. So with all of this in mind, Canadian experience class and PNP guys are only considered for immigration purposes, and they are only considered for they are the only ones who are getting invitations at this point in time. Now my friends, those who are trying to apply for federal skilled worker program or the federal skilled trade program, guys, don't be disheartened, because the latest statistics says that in 2018 3.2 lakh applicants were sent invitations, in 2019 3.41 lakhs, 2020 also they had targeted 3.41, and the projected plan was in 2021 3.51, and in 2022 3.61 lakh applications were to be expected. Guys, as we know that 2020 target may not be reached, so Canada would try to boost up more resources and to give out more invitations once this pandemic situation is over. So guys, currently the situation may be tight for now and you might not be getting ITS, but please don't be disheartened, as once this time passes, Canada will be trying to boost up their immigration and get more people to Canada. And guys, one common question that comes to anyone's mind is, when would things be okay? And when would immigration start again on its own, like before, like its normal pace? Guys, to be honest, there are too many variables at play in this particular scenario, and the situation is evolving at a very rapid rate in order to commit anything at this point in time. But let's hope and let's be positive that things will turn out for the best eventually. Guys, with this I end this particular video. I hope you all really like the contents of this particular video, and if you really do, please do like, comment and subscribe. And also guys, please note that whatever I have mentioned in this video are my own personal opinions based on the facts and statistics that I could find on internet related to Canada immigration. I hope you all really enjoyed it, and guys, please share this video with your friends as much as possible, and keep us showing your love, encouragement and support by hitting the subscribe and do write good comments and give us a lot of views on this particular video. And guys, goodbye and take care.